Hey folks, this is Mark with Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys. This is just a fair warning that this is going to be a graphic episode. I'm not talking graphic like our normal stuff. There's going to be talks of pornography and other such things. So please, if that makes you uncomfortable, I'd recommend skipping this week's episode. Hey buddy, kick off your toenails and take your socks.
Why are you kicking your toenails off before the socks are off? I just imagine those socks being crusty and just covered in blood.
Oh god, that sounds awful. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
That was fucking horrible. That's for the
fucking horrible.
That'll make the cut for sure.
That has to. You need to flag that to make sure that makes it somewhere.
How the fuck do you think I'm gonna flag this, dude? I just cut out the stuff I don't use.
I don't know. Just put a little sticky note with a bloody toenail next to it.
Oh, Lord.
Good morning, boys and girls. Sometimes you need to wake up bright and early, have yourself a cup of coffee, talk about some nerdy shit, and then go on with your day. It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys with your hosts, Mark and Brandon.
Welcome, guys, to Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys. You know me. I'm Mark. I'm the fat one that's irritating.
You're not that irritating.
But I am fat, and that's okay.
And I am, as always, Brandon.
All right, so I'm dog sitting right now, and this dog is doing some weird shit.
I mean, like doing weird shit or having weird shit? Because
I'll have to just... she stopped. Like, as soon as I grab my phone to snap a picture, of course, the bitch stops. But if I see it, and I can get my phone out in time, I will snap a picture of the bitch and share it with everyone on social media.
Perfect.
At SR Sleepy Boys. Hey, look at that. The plug was at the beginning instead of the end, because we always remember to put a plug somewhere in the show, right?
I mean, that is one of the... I can't speak. That is one of the things you need to do.
I think it was the word is a pinnacle. Pinnacle. No.
I don't like...
I don't think that either of those were the right context I used.
No.
Any hooser. So, Brandon.
The last time anyone ever used the term pinnacle in the right terminology, I think was President Trump when he was peeing on that girl.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, those leaked videos that supposedly exist.
Was he... Oh, my God. No, I don't want to know about those. I don't want to know that you just told me about those videos.
I'm sorry.
But fuck.
Or at least there's audio recording of him asking for it. I don't know which was which. It was a while ago, and people seem to have forgotten about it.
Oh, you want me to pee on you? That was a terrible Donald Trump impression.
It sounded like John McCain asking for someone to...
You want me to... R.I.P. John McCain. He was a war hero.
He was a war hero.
But he's dead now.
He did a lot of questionable things, but then towards the end of his life did some not questionable things.
I feel like that's just in general in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
hey,
you just
go went out on a good note.
Or you go the complete opposite way, do nothing questionable your whole life, and then just like at the end of your life, just start fucking going crazy.
Yeah. Actually have my back in my setup.
Well, I'm in an unfamiliar place doing this, so.
Well, now we've just traded places.
I mean, I have all of my recording equipment.
Place.
So.
Oh, well, I wasn't. I was just recording the audio off my tablet in my parents' movie room.
See, if you listen closely.
Yeah.
Can you hear this? No, you can't hear it, can you?
I like that it says Brandon, not Jasmine.
Well, every time you log in, it says Jasmine.
Interesting.
Brandon.
Yes, Mark.
Brandon, ask me what I had for dinner last night.
What did you have for dinner last night?
Well, let me tell you who makes a terrible chicken sandwich.
Oh.
So.
Man, if there's one thing in this world I can't stand, it's a terrible chicken sandwich. How do you mess that up?
I don't fucking know, but let me tell you. So I know we've already ripped on Walmart big time before. I was in a hurry. I'm dog sitting right now. I didn't have a whole lot of time to go grab a nice fancy dinner like I would like to.
Sure.
So I ran to Walmart and I was like, you know what? I'll give like their hot stuff is usually like pretty decent, right?
I will say right now that when I'm in a pinch for dinner, I've never once thought, let me run to Walmart.
It's the closest thing.
All right, fair enough.
So and usually they're hot stuff. Like they usually have like hot wings or something like that, and they're all good, right? But like
Sure.
I got this fucking sandwich, and it felt like I was biting into raw chicken.
Oh my God.
Like, you know that texture, like that feeling when you like cut into raw chicken and it kind of like half crunches while you're cutting it.
Yeah, there's that little bit of a grit to it almost. Yes.
Now imagine that, but in your mouth.
Oh no, I don't want.
Yeah. That was what I was having for dinner. So I got about
nothing worse. I've never bit into an undercooked chicken before, but I can only imagine your body's immediate like, oh no.
Well, here's the thing. I was so hungry that I didn't notice it the first few times I was biting it.
How didn't you notice it?
Oh, you know me. I'm a fast eater.
Look, dude, I know you're a fast eater, but we have triggers in our bodies that when something like that happens, there's an immediate, like imagine like a traffic cop jumping out into the middle of the street
Brandon,
with a stop sign.
You know I don't have a gag reflex. I know you know this.
I mean,
Brandon.
If there was those Maury memes where they're like, you said you didn't have a gag reflex. Well,
Yeah.
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Oh, I'm a great liar, though. That's the thing.
I've seen your gag reflex, and it is awful.
What do you mean?
It's like if you could watch a bear painfully throw up.
I'm still not following what you're trying to say here.
I'm trying to say that you have a gag reflex, and it's very unsettling to see you almost throw up.
I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I threw up.
Yeah, I can tell you it involved mustard and mayo.
Oh my God.
And being fed like a baby.
That's a story for another time, and I'm going to put that on the list of things to do right now. So y'all are in for a real treat
That's a teaser. If
that's
there
a
was
huge
one.
teaser. So anyway, I was at Walmart getting these horrible chicken sandwiches, and while I was there, Brandon, if you know me to be a collector of certain things, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of things that I collect?
Comics.
Okay, what's the second thing?
Pokemon.
Okay, what's the third thing, Brandon?
Harley.
Fucking work with me here, Brandon. What's the fourth thing?
My Little Pony.
Fuck you. It's been a long time since that happened.
Power Rangers.
Oh, you're not getting anywhere. So I collect socks, like fun, exciting socks.
All right. I knew you had a decent assortment. I didn't know you were working on a collection.
Oh, Brandon, here's the thing is I don't own a single pair of like boring socks. Like
The only boring socks that I own are like my plain black ones that I wear because they're the ankle socks that are like the hideaway socks that you wear when you're like wearing Toms or the Vans.
Oh, see, I don't give a fuck if I'm wearing my Vans or my flats. I still wear the geeky shit.
I know.
So anyway, so I was at Walmart and there was like a huge box of like $5 packages of socks that were all like nerdy, geeky shit.
All right.
So I bought 24 pairs of socks.
How many of these sets did you buy?
Well, I bought 4 sets, five. Carry the one. I'm bad at math. Yeah, 24 pairs of socks divided. I got 4 sets of socks.
Wow.
And here's the thing is I love them. I'm going to show them to you. All right. We got Fire Flower Mario.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
Let me see. I'm going to get through the Nintendo ones because I want to show you all of the like special ones together. We've got the Underground Title.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's
I'm glad you clarified for everybody.
We've got American Mario, red, white, and blue.
Okay.
We have the Paracoopas from the first series game.
Yeah.
We got OG Bowser.
Nice.
And, of course, we got Mario with his magic penis tips. Mushrooms,
Mario Bros?
Mario. All right. Then another set that I got was Spider-Man themed. So you got the fun webs.
Nice.
You've got the this one feels more like Halloween spiders, but like still spiders and webs.
Okay.
And then you got the good old-fashioned gray on black, a la
Okay.
Venom. All right, then we got, these ones aren't so much geeky as they are just fun socks, like I said. So you've got dog bones or docking penises, depending on how you look at it.
I mean,
I
I don't know why they put the amount of detail into those that they did, and the shadows where they did.
They really did. Then you got fire hydrants.
Okay.
Wow, that's weird how like straight up and down they disappear, but that's cool.
Yeah.
And then you got a
Is
Frenchie.
it blue or is it green? Whatever. Oh, that's cute.
I know. I love that one. All right. And then this last set was from Parks and Rec.
Ooh.
Yeah. No. So the first thing that you need to know is I went out and I treat myself.
I was about to say, if there's not a treat yourself,
then
I'm very upset.
Of course, you got the Parks and Rec logo.
Perfect.
We've got Johnny Karate.
Johnny Karate.
In all of his glory.
That's great.
And then these last three are all super, or the last few are
Excuse
cool.
me.
Vote for Nope.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm. And then the last two are the best. The last two I'm really excited about. You've got, of course, Mouse Rat.
Yes, that's a must. And if the last pair is not Little Sebastian.
No, it's better. Ron Swanson, Woman of the Year.
Oh my Lord.
Yep. It's awesome.
They went with a deep cut for that.
They did. Also, I don't have my mouse and I'm really pissed off about it.
I will say I love having my little mouse. Of course, I need to get a mouse pad because you can hear it kind of,
it's not that bad. Yeah, so anyway, so Brandon, there's something I've been wanting to talk about on the show.
All right, cool. Hit me, baby.
So imagine this. Okay, I'm going to lay out a picture for you, okay?
All right.
You're at a party, and this party is fucking lit. Like, I'm talking, they're serving the nectar of the gods, and you're eating fucking ambrosia, right?
Okay.
Like, it's a good fucking party, right?
All right.
And you look out over the crowd of people, and you see this bootylicious chick just going crazy.
Bootylicious?
Bootylicious. She got a badonk, we'll say.
Okay.
And you hit your bro, and you're like, "Hey, bro."
I just have to let you know that I know it's not what you said, but you said Udi?
I said booty.
You said Udi.
I said booty.
I heard Udi.
I'm very soft-spoken with my B's, okay?
Yes, apparently. Except when it comes to me.
Apparently. Brandon, let's do this.
But all I can think of is Odie from Garfield with like a badonkadonk.
Well, now I have to draw that. Got to write that one down to remember that. Anyway.
Yep.
So so get rid of the booty. We'll just say like a really hot chick, right? Dancing up, and you hit your bro, and you're like, "Hey, man, check out that hot babe." And he's like, "Dude, low key, I totally hit that." And you're like, "Dude, low key, I've already hit that." And he's like, "Dude, that's our sister." And you're like, "I know, Poseidon, but I'm Zeus. I do whatever the fuck I want."
I had a feeling this is where you were going.
Here's the thing: is I'm kind of hella clarify, not the incest part. I'm jealous of Zeus because like that man had it all over fucking Greece.
You could say that.
I did say that.
Also, you should be careful about saying you're jealous of Zeus because he was not a good person.
Yeah, no, you're right. He was a fucking horrible person. But like, can we appreciate that how fucking popular Hercules was as a film, right?
The Disney film?
Of course, the Disney film.
I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. But let's talk about some really critical like missteps that was taken from the original story, right? So first and foremost,
as opposed the original story / in comparison to the adaptation that Disney did.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So first and foremost, Hercules wasn't Zeus's kid. Like at all. Like there was no relation between him and Zeus other than his mother was Hera, or Hera was the one that created him, right?
Yes, I think it has been a long time since I have gotten into Greek mythology.
But you know me.
But
I'm
I'm
one of
gonna
those.
go. I'm gonna go along with you on this because I feel like you've done a little bit of reading on this,
Not recently, no.
and you're springing this on me very last minute.
That's what I do. Any hooser. So so there's no relation to fucking Zeus at all. They completely gloss over the fact that Zeus and Hera are brother and sister.
Yes.
Like I feel like that should have been like a major part of Act 1 is just like, you know, the birth of Hercules, since they went the way they went with Hercules being born. Just like, I'm so proud of you, Hera. You're the sexiest sister a man could ask for, and just gives her a little butt pat. But because because he's so strong, he ends up breaking her hip because he's Zeus.
And also, he doesn't care.
Also, he doesn't care, and he's like, "All right, you suckle that little baby on your teat. I'm gonna go bang a dolphin."
Hold on. All right. So I don't mean. Wait. What?
Oh yeah, Zeus. No. Sorry, Zeus turned into a dolphin to bang a chick.
I remember
something.
that. Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
That sounds right. So I looked it up because I wanted to at least be somewhat knowledgeable about Hercules and where we're going with this, so I can at least maybe add in a little bits of things.
Hey man,
Yeah. So Hercules was the son of Zeus.
Was he?
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
I guess I'm the asshole then.
Yeah. Well, yes. So Zeus disguised himself as, I'm sure I'm going to butcher this woman's name, and I am sorry. But Alcmene?
Alcmene, that's right.
Yeah. He disguised himself as her husband.
Alcmene was Hercules' adoptive mother in the Disney film.
Right.
How fucked up? Disney, what the fuck, man?
How about we just make her a foster parent?
Well, he'll adopt her. She'll adopt him. It'll be a good little reference nod thing, you know.
This is exactly what I imagine. What's his name? The CEO of Disney at the time sounding like.
Oh, was that Michael Eisner?
That's it, Mike Eisner.
That's the Mike Eisner voice. That's knowing
exactly
that,
how he talked with his kid, and that's how he came up with extraterrestrial.
Oh my God. Now here's the thing that pisses me off now is knowing, because I forgot that Alcmene was actually his mother. Knowing that now is basically what they did to Bulma in the Dragon Ball live action film, where everyone knows.
I don't know what he did. I didn't see the live action movie because
it's awful. Yes,
it was awful, and we knew it was awful when it came out. So I just didn't see it.
You know at least that Bulma's hair is blue in the show, right?
Oh sure, I watched the show.
So what they did to represent that blue hair is they gave her one streak of blue on one of her bangs, and that's it.
They could have done worse.
They could have done worse, but that's that.
And in fact, they did later on in that same movie.
The whole movie was just an atrocity.
Yeah.
So the fact that what they did with Alcmene in the Hercules movie is basically what they did to Bulma's hair in the Dragon Ball live action movie.
Yes.
So anyway.
Oh, interesting. So I decided to read down further into this article. By the way, I'm getting this Hercules article. The article is called The Life of Hercules in Myth and Legend.
Yeah.
It comes from Ancient History Encyclopedia.com.
We'll get encyclopedia.com to sponsor us.
There's only one person in this entire group that would love that, and let's be honest, it is me.
Hey, dude, I like knowing shit. What are you trying to say?
It's true. I was just reading, though, Hera sent serpents to kill him in his cradle.
Oh, my God, you're right. I had that completely backwards. It was Hera that wanted him dead, not Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus didn't want him dead.
Well, I mean, they did do the serpents thing in the movie.
But a little bit different.
Yeah, it was sent by Hades. Also, can we appreciate that in the movie they make Hades look like this big cock, whereas he wasn't that bad of a guy?
How perfect was that for James Woods?
Oh my God! If as James Woods voicing him, perfect. But like Hades, like while yes, he's the Lord of the Underworld, he's not that big of a dick.
He's no worse than Zeus.
No, I'd say he's less worse than Zeus. He's better than Zeus because he didn't go around raping women in Greece.
Interesting.
I mean, sure.
I'm getting deeper into this, what happened. So Alcmene abandoned Hercules in the woods in order to protect him from Hera's wrath.
Good for her.
But he was found by Athena, who brought him to Hera, claiming he was an orphan child left in the woods who needed nourishment. Hera suckled Hercules at her own breast.
You suckle that baby there, Hera.
Until the infant bit her nipple.
Like clean off?
At which she pushed him away, spilling her milk across the night sky and so forming the Milky Way.
I fucking love mythology.
I do too.
Like that is right up there with fucking was it Ra or Set that masturbated humanity into existence?
Oh, I think it was Ra.
Either way,
Oh
mythology.
gosh, I can't remember.
But here's what I'm thinking happened with the whole, like, you know, the gods marrying amongst their brothers and sisters and shit like that.
Which was also more accustomed for the time.
Right.
Royalty did that.
Yeah, exactly. Royalty still fucking does that, dude. We just don't talk about it.
Yeah, why do you think that they have such a problem with Meghan Markle? She was the actress.
Oh, yeah.
She most notably, well, at least most notably for me, played in the USA show Suits.
Yeah.
So she married into the royal family, and there has been a huge stink in the royal family about her, and they have run away essentially and live in Canada now.
Prince Harry, what have I told you? But Grandmama, I love her. You gotta keep it in the family. Anywho, we're getting way off topic here.
The Queen's a vampire.
Yeah, well, no, obviously. Her and fucking Betty White are gonna live to be 1,000,000.
That's fine though. Betty White can. I mean, if Betty White came to me and was like, "Look, I need somebody to sustain me so I can live 80 more years," I'd be like, I give tribute as I reveal my succulent neck to her.
8,000 years ago, Betty White and Queen Elizabeth were found abandoned in the forest, and Athena took them up to Mount Olympus and said, Hera, they was abandoned. We needs to take care of them. And they both suckled on.
I don't know why Athena sounds like that.
I've only got like 3 voices. Give me a break. And so Hera suckled them on her teat, and now they're going to live forever. So you know how like King Henry or whatever, whoever it was, made changes to the Bible so he could divorce his wife? Or he created the Church of England or whatever?
Wasn't that King James?
Was it? No, King James is Catholic. King Henry was the one that wanted to divorce his wife, so he made the Church of England or whatever. What I like to think happened is at some point, 9,000 years ago, a bunch of Greeks are sitting around, eating their fermented grapes or whatever the fuck they did.
What? Why would they be eating them?
I don't know. Like it's like because they didn't have vodka gummy bears yet, Brandon.
All right, I'll let it slide. That makes sense.
Thank you. So they're sitting around eating fermented grapes, and one of the philosophers is like, "Hey, man, your sister's got a really nice ass." Or how did they talk?
I'm concerned why incest is on your mind today.
I was thinking about a lot of the Greek gods and shit today.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. It just happened. And I was just like, oh, we should talk about this. Anyway.
We should talk about incest.
So they're just sitting around and like, oh, man, your sister's got a fucking nice ass. And they're like, yeah, man, I'd totally hit that if I could. Yeah, me too. Dude, that's your sister. I mean, it's good enough for the gods. It's good enough for me, right?
That absolutely had to have been said at one point.
I mean, seriously, think about it. Back, did they have stepbrothers back then?
Somebody said yes. Well, I don't know.
Stepbrother, what is thine doing? Oh my God, porn is so fucking weird nowadays.
Oh my gosh, it is concerning. It is very concerning because it is like the top trending thing on every single site you ever go to.
Stepbrothers or step-siblings?
Yes, just
no
that
shit.
in general.
Well, no shit, dude.
It is very concerning.
Look, man, it's about as taboo as you can get without actually crossing any lines. But
It's
I'm on your side about this. I just want to make that clear.
it's a practical, like it's a race because for all you know, anything you click on has the potential to go that direction.
Dude, anything you do, I've had some fucked up rabbit holes in my day.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah.
Like, okay, so here's I'm gonna just let you know. I don't remember where I started, but where I finished.
That's how.
Let me tell you how I finished this day. Now, I don't mean I climaxed into a handkerchief and was like, all right, I'm good now. No, I'm talking like this is where I was like, I need to stop watching porn for a while.
That's kind of how those rabbit holes go.
Yeah.
You never know where you start, but you always know where you landed.
I think I started looking at MILFs, but somehow I ended up here. So the weirdest fucking rabbit hole I ever found, like I ever ended, like this is legit when I sat down and said, I need to stop. Now, I want to clarify something here. I am reciting the title as it was written. I am not using...
Has me worried.
I'm not using any replacements here because I need you to know exactly what I saw in the title as it was starting.
All right.
Granny.
Okay.
Tranny.
Okay.
Midget.
Oh.
Asian. Fucks her granddaughter.
Wait a minute. That was all wrapped into one?
That was one video.
No. I meant one person.
Yeah. No. This was all one. This was a singular person.
I mean, imagine just like the people out there that have such a selective fetish.
That is such a select niche to
And
fit
then
into.
all of a sudden, one day they come across that video and it's like the gates, like the skies open up, a beacon of light shine downs upon them.
Like I was...
And the voice of the porn gods are like, we bestow upon you the highest honor we can give a single individual.
The 7 dildo carrying mages come walking up behind. Yes, she is the one.
Instead of trumpets, they're all just blowing dildos.
Oh my god. No, they're the dildos that shoot stuff out of it. So they're just holding those out and just spraying it.
Are they all just wearing Bad Dragon t-shirts too?
Oh my god.
Also, that is at least the second time that topic's been brought up on this.
Has it? Fuck.
I think so.
I don't think it is, but we'll say it is.
We'll say it is because I know it will be brought up again.
Oh, no doubt in my mind.
Maybe it was brought up during one of our video game streams.
That's probably what I think that was on when we were playing Banjo-Kazooie together.
It might have been.
I mean, there was a lot of shit.
Oh, no. You know what it was? I think it was Saints Row 3. Because of the
giant fucking dildo, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so when I came across that video, and you know, like when you're watching the porn and you kind of just space out as to what you're actually seeing because you have other things going on in your hand. There are other things on your hands, right?
Sure. You got other things on your hands? I
was about 3.5 minutes into the video before I realized what I was watching.
Wait, how, hold on. Okay, so I will say, I always pay attention to the title of the video.
Never, not a once do I ever pay attention to the title. Because here's the thing is this, if I know
the surprises you must find.
If I know the title of the video, it commits to memory. And half the time, I don't want to remember the things I've watched.
That's fair.
And this one, I'm mad that I still
also
remember.
That also works out in your favor because I mean, there's this other podcast that I listen to, and they always joke about how like, oh man, you know, I just keep. It's a sad day. I accidentally watched the same porn video twice. And you're just,
hey man, there are some porn videos that are worth a second watch. I'll say.
Sure.
So anyway, that video was what made me kind of sit down and say, I think I need to take a break. I think I need to go.
You gotta take a walk after that one.
I I can say
If you're stumbling upon it, if you don't know if you're looking for it,
if you're going out of your way to find it, yeah, that's different. But like,
I wish you the best of luck in finding what you need at the end of the day, the middle of the day, or the beginning, like whichever you need.
I can say with full confidence that it was a good 3 or 4 hours before I watched porn again. After that,
Man,
it was hard. It was the hardest 4 hours of my life.
Mainly because you were conflicted. Like, do I go back and watch that one? Do I see how it ends?
Do I start a new rabbit hole and maybe find something even worse?
What? Oh, I mean,
dude,
who knows?
I've seen some shit, man. I have seen some shit when it comes to porn.
Yeah.
And like, there's that stuff that very clearly does not take itself seriously.
I love those ones.
I love those ones. Those are my favorite.
Those ones are always my favorite, mainly because they're given some sort of a script, and some director is like giving them instructions as it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just love the idea of like there's like a crew who's just sitting there watching it happen, and they're all taking it like, look, we're on the day of I'm being paid to be here. We're shooting this thing. We have craft services here. We have a green room. We have the fluffer right over there if you need him. If anything, you need something fluffed.
Oh my God.
But I just love, like, when you see something, you're like, who sold this? Like, who pitched this idea? Mike Eisner, probably in the 90s.
Oh my God. Here's the thing is like I love watching porn parodies. Like those are my favorite to watch.
Those ones are the hardest for me.
Because it ruins the IP that it came from.
Not necessarily ruins it, but it does have the potential to arise questions when you're watching the IP and you're like, huh.
Oh, babe, here comes the part where Iron Man's dick pops out. Oh, shoot. Never. I shouldn't have said that. Mm-mm.
You're just sitting here like, this is Endgame. There are children around here.
Oh, my God. Wait, how did you see Endgame before everyone else did, dude? Oh, it was actually Avengers Behind Game.
It was actually called Endgame.
Oh, God.
Wait, I actually want to hear the plot of this one. What happened? Well, you see, Thanos came slamming down into the earth.
Literally, with his wang.
He used one of the Infinity Stones.
As an anal bead.
The single?
Just the one.
He didn't string all 6 together?
No. You get the full gauntlet when you get the full gauntlet. No, so there was this one that actually sticks out really well in my mind because it was one of those that was laughable, but it took itself very seriously.
Those are great, too.
Those are so great.
It's almost like watching a Jim Carrey directed porno. It's clearly being taken seriously, but holy shit.
Has Jim Carrey directed porn before?
No, but you can imagine how great that would be.
All right, bring the mask out now. Bring it out. So this porn
He's just walking around with his gut poked out like he did in The Grinch, just yelling, barking directions.
So this porn
It's a dress. It's not a dress. It's a kilt.
Whip the kilt open.
Also, I totally understand that it's the worst Grinch impersonation ever, but...
Oh, now don't be so hard on yourself, kid. All right.
At some point, you can do any voice and claim it's a Jim Carrey voice because I guarantee you he'll do it.
Oh, absolutely. So here's the one that sticks out. The earliest one that I remember that actually sticks out in my mind. I don't want to say how old I was because I'm ashamed of how young I was. Anyway.
So you as an 8-year-old boy.
I wasn't 8. I was older than that. I was like 8.5. I wasn't, guys.
3/4.
Folks, I wasn't that young. I just want to clarify that. Children should not watch pornography.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you went out on a limb. Man, controversial statements being made here at Sunrise.
That's what I do. That's all I'm here for.
But you know what? I'm so happy that you stuck your neck out.
Anyway, so porno that I found that stuck with me over the years, and I'm actually very upset that I can't find it again. Like I have tried to find this one because Like I said, it's very laughable, and it cracks me up just thinking about what it was.
Okay.
So it starts off, it is a Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh, man, no wonder it's so hard to find. As soon as you type that in, I mean...
When I found the video, it was already like 4 years old.
Oh, no.
So, Catholic schoolgirl.
All right.
Was getting ready for her senior summer trip. And so she was going to door selling those coupon books, the ones that are potentially valued at like $10,000 with the coupons you have in it.
Oh, yeah, $10. I bought a book for $20 and I saved $10,000.
Yeah, but you have to use every coupon in the book. Anyway, so she's going door to door making these sales. And she comes to this voluptuous, mature woman.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not going where you think it's going. It's going so much worse.
I'm prepared.
So this woman invites her in, and it's like, oh, yeah, sweetheart. Come in. Tell me all about it. Okay, well, I'm going on a senior trip. We're going to a special summer camp. They didn't ever out and out say it was like a scare the gay or pray the gay away kind of camp, but that's kind of what was implied.
It's implied because of what's about to happen.
Heavily implied. And so the whole time that she's trying to give like her pitch about this, the other woman is like hand on her shoulder, kind of giving her a little rub and like down her side and
the shoulder touch,
the inappropriate touching that you shouldn't do with a Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh yeah.
And the whole time the girl's like, just no, please no. And then after a couple of minutes of her trying to give her pitch and all this, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
She drops the book, does one of the like Father, Son, the Holy Spirit shoulder touches, and says, "Father, forgive me because I'm about to sin and be a very bad girl." And I was like, okay. So they're saying that with straight faces. All right, cool. And it gets better.
Oh,
it gets so much better.
I'm so happy. All right.
So they start making out on the couch, as you do.
As you do. You gotta start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere. Why not start on the couch and then move to the bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're making out pretty hardcore. The nice mature lady is giving her some Australian kisses. Then she crawls up to get give her some more face kisses on the cheek and the mouth and that sexy makeout stuff. And in the middle of this, she kind of sits up, I guess couldn't really sit up because she was laying face. So anyway, she kind of cobras up, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
And then very aggressively dive bombs this girl's neck, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna give her a hickey, whatever. And then, just as fast as she drops down, she pops back up, and she's just got blood running down her face.
Oh,
and she kind of does that hissy thing that they do, that.
He went full demon.
She's got fucking vampire fangs, and her eyes are blood red. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? They were about to fuck on the couch, and now she's fucking dead. What just happened? And that was it. That was the whole video.
Oh.
I didn't even get to finish. I was just sitting there oh, I guess we should start over. Maybe I can finish before that happens this time.
Oh, man.
I have spent literal years trying to find that video again, and I cannot find it fucking anywhere.
That's amazing. I'm sure. Well, the problem is also because that type of porno has become popularized ever since the Twilight movies. And so now there's just so much.
Funny thing is, this was well before Twilight came out. So
you're
not wrong.
All right. So here's the thing. All right. So that immediately, other than the whole, gosh, that's a lot to take in. Because that was ahead of its time. But
that was clear, so far ahead of its time.
But there was always that is just thing.
Oh, the sexy vampire demon girls.
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely. That's nothing new.
Like that was like
Um,
the whole fucking premise of The Howling too.
oh gosh. Yeah, yeah, it's very true.
Oh.
Uh, I mean, also look back at the sequel to the Return of the Night of the Living Dead.
Dude, just Return of the Living Dead, dude. That movie,
Oh yeah, Return of the Living Dead. That's it. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
movie
yeah.
was amazing.
It's amazing. I mean, they went all out with the practical effects and everything. And I think you and I have talked about this. Remember the
I
one,
think I know exactly where we're going
the
with this.
total punk rock chick who's just like fantasizing about being dead.
Oh my god! Like I love the line. Her line was something to the effect of like, "How do you want to die?" I think I want to die by being torn apart by a bunch of old men.
That's exactly what it was.
And she literally like, what, 10 minutes later gets ripped apart by zombies.
Yeah. And which is really weird that they don't really address in the movie. She ends up coming back as like this zombie queen almost that looks like Zool from Ghostbusters.
I mean, to be fair, she looked like fucking Zool before they tore her apart, but yeah.
Yeah, but then she definitely, I was like, is this a precursor? Is this an origin story of Zool?
Is this Zool, motherfucker?
That's what it looked like. In Austin, we have this radio station called Dudley and Bob in the Morning. And they're not your typical morning talk radio. Well, they don't do morning radio anymore. Now they're at like 3 to 7, which is cool because now I don't have to get up early to listen to them.
We're not that kind of radio station.
They're not. They're
Thank
definitely
God.
not like that. They make fun of those people and make fun of the vomit voice that, hey,
I'm
like you're
fucking...
vomiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine the douche from Parks and Rec.
Oh, I'm a douche.
Insert fart noise here. Um, they had this topic one morning. They were talking about like old school like smut that you could get at trucker stations.
Oh my God.
And it was like the original form of like an audio book, but it would just be these like audio erotic stories, and you can still find the recordings to this day, and they are filthy.
Dude,
Like,
I fucking love...
it is gross because it was also like 1970s trucker like fantasy stuff.
I parted her bush and
Yeah.
looked out at paradise.
No, but it wouldn't even be like that. It would just be like early lesbian fantasy, like recorded stuff. And they
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing early lesbian.
No.
I was doing the stereotype for what lesbians were like portrayed
You
as
mean
back
what
in the 70s.
Cow and Chicken did in the 90s?
No, I'm doing what the producers did.
That's also fair. The producers did that too. But I was talking about more like along the what was the biker gang called?
I've only seen 1 or 2 episodes of Cow and Chicken.
I think they were called the Muff Riders. So, but anyways, so they censored as much as they could, censored all the bits, but they straight up played some on the radio. And
Oh my God.
it was shocking.
Didn't they also during oh my God, that's it. That's the same episode. They're the Buffalo Gals.
The Buffalo Gals. That's
But there's
it.
a scene where they're literally eating a carpet.
Yeah.
Holy shit. How did they get away with that? Oh my God. I forgot how bad old cartoons used to be.
I mean, and that was the thing about Cartoon Network back in the day. I mean, even Ren and Stimpy was on
Well,
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy, but that's a whole different thing though.
I mean, but it came out at around the same time,
Yeah.
little bit before. But I mean, there was so much stuff that was done in cartoons, and Cartoon Network was like the Wild West, pretty much.
That's true.
I mean, and on top of that, you had MTV.
Yeah.
As well with Beavis and Butthead, and I can't think of other ones off the top of my head right now. But I mean, there are so many cartoons that just really pushed the envelope as what was like the was being brought into the conversation.
Yeah. Speaking
I
of
mean, not even that. I mean, you don't even have to look that far. Just think about in our childhood with Invader Zim.
never watched Invader Zim.
You didn't watch Invader Zim.
I found his voice to be very grating.
I loved Invader Zim. Also, I might have liked Invader Zim a lot because there were girls I had massive crushes on.
Brandon, they are
Different
cartoon.
points. No, not in
Brandon,
the cartoon.
They're
Not in the cartoon.
the voice actors, or there were girls you had crushes on IRL
Yes,
that liked Invader Zim.
IRL girls I had crushes on that were both
Gotcha.
to Invader Zim. Not at the same time. This was at different points in my life, and I was like, I think I have a type.
Were they like those gothy girls that always like wear black and like thigh high stockings?
I mean, they weren't like they were like the nerdy goths.
Cool, I'm about it.
Yeah, absolutely. But that might have played a part into why I like the show a lot. But I will say, as an adult, looking back, and I have watched Invader Zim because I got completely caught up when the show, the movie came out that they did.
Yeah.
So I watched everything to get caught up, and I was like, man, this show still holds up to this day. I would put this up against anything, and it would still kill.
Yeah. No,
But the creator, when the show got canceled, went off, and like had Zim just kill everybody.
For real?
Yeah, it wasn't aired. I don't think it ever got aired. But he did write an episode that the voice actors came back and did, and Zim did take over the earth and just killed everybody.
Holy shit. So on the topic of cartoon fantasies that you had, and I had, what's really funny is, so you know who Tara Strong is, right?
Absolutely.
That voice actress that does fucking every character ever.
Yeah, and particularly for you, the fact that you really liked her character that she did on My Little Pony.
So I'm quitting Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys, y'all. It's over. I'm gone. I'm fucking leaving.
Okay, yeah. So, man, talk about all those crazy cartoons that we all just grew up watching.
I want to say, fuck you, first of all. Fuck you. Tara Strong did more than just voice Twilight Sparkle in the best version of My Little Pony that was ever created, okay?
She also voiced... I am very thankful for you for confirming to myself and the audience.
I had a phase.
It's totally fine. I didn't watch the show, but Jasmine watches it and loves it. But I will say I did read a good portion of the comics, and they made me actual IRL raffle.
Well, they have some really good references in that, but that's not who we're talking about. We're not talking about...
because it truly speaks to the artists of that book to be able to capture certain moments from certain panels, because they're just straight up moments that they would draw, and just the sheer emotion, kind of whatever was happening on the panel, there'd just be moments that just seeing someone's reaction to something was hilarious.
Yeah. But we're talking about Tara Strong right now.
Yes, yes, we are.
When I was growing up, I loved the different characters she played, but I didn't know that they were all the same voice actress. Like Timmy Turner, she did Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. She did, Raven. She did Batgirl for a while. Yes. She did Ben 10 and all that, and then Harley Quinn, obviously, and more recent stuff. Yes. So I just loved her voice, and then when I found out that it was all the same woman, I was like, I got to look this woman up. And then I looked her up, and I'm like, I'm going to marry this girl one day. So Tara Strong, if you're out there, give me a call.
She's never going to call.
Fuck you, she might call. You don't know that. But yeah,
because nothing says I'm going to marry this woman and then, hey, give us a call. Nothing says she's going to call us like that does.
You never know.
I just imagine her like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting this whole time for somebody to tell me to call, and now I finally can call.
I've been waiting my 47 years for some pathetic loser like this kid to say call me. Oh.
It certainly has never happened before this moment. Not at any of the brony cons or
Oh, wait, she's
pony
married.
cons.
She's
Yes,
married to
also
somebody.
that.
She's got a kid. I lost interest.
Wow. Are you telling me that you don't find women with children attractive?
That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that she's got an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And his last name is Strong. It's inherent that he'd be able to kick my ass.
This is not Greek mythology.
Oh. You sure?
I mean, as far as I know.
Oh.
Believe me, if I find out that it is, I'm going to be very upset with my God-given name.
Oh. Brandon with something else at the end of it. You can always just get your God-given name changed.
It's grown on me.
Yeah, that's not all that's grown on me right now.
Aha!
I've got this
Your
weird
stomach.
fungus. Yep, we'll say stomach, not the fungus. But yeah, so we got way off topic.
That's how we roll around here.
Holy shit. I feel like that's as good a place as any to wrap things up.
I mean, we certainly can.
We certainly should, before I say some other embarrassing shit about myself.
No, I like it. That's what we're about.
But anyway,
We say
guys.
embarrassing things about each other.
That's true. I know exactly
Without each other knowing what's being brought up about the other.
I know exactly what we're doing for Valentine's Day, bud.
Are we talking about the story?
We are talking about the story.
Also, I found out something from my parents this week about that story.
Save it for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to this weird fucking episode where we talked about incest and
As opposed to the totally normal, not weird episodes that we do.
Okay, let's quick recap what we've talked about. Incest, porn,
70s porn, trucker porn.
begging Tara Strong to marry me. I think we can definitively say that this was a fucking great episode.
Yeah, I would say so.
Don't judge us.
Don't. Oh, I don't care. You can judge me all you want. I can't,
Right,
You judge me, I'll find the fucking skeletons in your closet and I'll throw them on this podcast.
Oh my God, can we go digging through people's shit and find their skeletons?
I mean, we can do it. People,
Yeah.
We can do it.
All right. So I've been Mark.
I've been Brandon.
And you were supposed to say it together. And where, Brandon, we got to say it fucking again. Where are they? Oh, fuck it. We're done.
We're done?
Yeah, that was it. That was the end.
I thought you walked out already.
I did, but then I came back, bitch.
Oh.